The Data Connection section in ArcGIS Pro is a vital tool for managing and connecting with data. This section allows users to access various data sources such as databases, GIS files, web services, and online layers. Some of its features are database connectivity, local storage data, web services, resource management. This tool helps GIS analysts quickly and effectively access the data they need and advance their projects with greater precision. To create data connections from Catalog section, right-click on the folder. Then select the Add Folder Connection option. We navigate to the path where our folder is stored. Then select the desired folder. By clicking on OK, the folder is added to the folder section. And we'll have quick access to the content inside the folder in ArcGIS Pro. All files in different formats can be displayed here. We have Landsat 9 images, all bands can be displayed, and we can import it to the software. We have the photos in PNG format, and the point, line, and polygon shape files, CSV file, or DEM, which stands for Digital Elevation Model. If you right-click on the database, you'll access a few options. For example, you can create a new database connection, create a new database itself, mobile database, and so on. As mentioned, it supports a variety of platforms: SQL, Oracle, Snowflake, and so on. Okay guys, now let's continue with adding raster data to the software. In order to be able to import the raster data into the software, we go to the folder that we've just connected. Here we got Landsat 9 satellite image that already downloaded. If you're going to download the Landsat 9 images too, you can go to the Earth Explorer website to download Landsat images. We place the link of the website and the tutorial link for downloading Landsat images in the description. Okay, we opened the Landsat 9 image folder. As you can see, all the bands are here, mostly in TIFF format. One of them is MTL file, which is in text format. But what exactly the MTL file is? This file is metadata. In order to display the Landsat 9 image in full bands, we can only import this file into the software instead of importing all bands one by one. As you can see, by importing it, the image of Landsat 9 was open. Now, by changing the base map, you can have a better understanding over your area and your image. The way we imported our raster layer was the easiest way, but there's another option that allows us to import raster layers. It's Add Data option. It's accessible in the Map tab. If you click on it, you'll see many options to add types of data. Each one of them has a specific application. Since we want to add raster data, we use the first option. Now just find and import your raster data. So there are two ways to add data into the software: Catalog section and Add Data option. Now let's find out how we can import a shapefile to ArcGIS Pro. For those who are new to these terms, the shapefile is a geospatial vector data format for geographic information system software. It is developed and regulated by Esri as a mostly open specification for data interoperability among Esri and other GIS software products. And it has three types: polygon, line, and point. Okay, to import a shapefile into this software, we go to the Catalog section and the Folder section again, and find the folder that we just connected, because there are shapefiles in this folder. The shapefiles are specified based on their types. For example, here the polygon can be displayed in the shape of a polygon. If we right-click on the shapefile and select Properties, its specifications are displayed. For example, what type of data it is, or where you can find the data on your computer. what's its geometry type, and other options such as shapefile extents, spatial references, and so on. As said, each shapefile has an icon showing what type of data it is. For example, line shapefile icons are shown with multiple lines on it. Or point shapefiles are displayed as multiple points on it. To add a shapefile, just right-click on it and select the Add to Current Map option. In this way, we can import and display all the shapefiles in the software. To show you, I import all types of shapefiles to the map. Each shapefile has an attribute table that includes columns and rows showing the shapefile information. Using the attribute table option, we can access the specifications of each shapefile. For example, what type of the shapefile it is, the name of the area that the shapefile covers, how much is its length and area. A few of these columns are already predefined by the creator of the shapefile, but there are other options that you can calculate and add to a shapefile as a column, which we will find out later on how to add a column to a shapefile. One of the things that needs to be taught is to add a text or CSV file to ArcGIS Pro. So to add such files, we go to the Map section and select the Add Data option. As already mentioned, here are the types of data add models that each one has a specific application. Since I'm going to add a text file or a CSV file, so I choose the XY point data option. But be aware and pay attention that only when you can add a CSV file that the file contains latitude and longitude. When you click on it, the geoprocessing is displayed on the right side. As you can see, there are a few items with a red star beside them that should be filled. The first one is the input table. For this item, we import our CSV file. As I already said, your CSV file should contain latitude and longitude. Here, it has automatically identified the latitude and longitude coordinates in X and Y field, as well as the output feature class. If you click on the little down arrow, you'll see other available information in your file. There is a Z field as well, which is optional. If you have the height information of your area in the CSV file, defining it in this field will give the height data that help you with 3D generation and better understanding over your area. Finally, run the command. As you can see, the earthquake map of the whole world was imported as point file. When you go to its attribute table, you'll see all the information in your CSV file. If you need to make an earthquake map or download